Can you hear me now? You know, I do think I was on mute that whole time. I do think I was on mute. Anywho, as I was saying, when I was on mute, we're ignoring the background, we're ignoring the little stuff because I'm moving, a lot's going on, I'm getting ready for work, etc. So this is raw. But yeah, so hi y'all. For anybody who watched this later, hey girl, hey boy, hey. We are on a massive rebrand, so I'll be going live for the most part, like the days I work, at least 2 to 3 times a week, depending on when I work. But if not, I'll still just be going live to chitter chat. So we will be doing my makeup today, my hair, while I just talk to y'all to kind of fill you in, because I have been off the damn grid. Why have I been off the grid? My laptop is down. I tried to repair it. Actually, one of the other boys in the building tried to repair my laptop for me, and it didn't work. So now I have to go to Apple, which is no worries. I'm not letting it get in my head. I'm not letting it, you know, discourage me. My camera is also down, so that's a little annoying, because how are you supposed to film and stuff without a camera? It's just super dark, super grainy, and like every time I look it up, no one has a solution. So I'm gonna try to reset my camera and see if that does something. But once again, no worries. We still got a little time before we go into New Year. The biggest thing right now is the laptop, because I have literally a makeup video on. I have videos on my laptop right now that I should have uploaded that I freaking didn't. So I'm here. Yeah, so that was the technical update, but all of that should be pretty solved before we go into the new year, or at least like the first week. But I'm still working on vlogging stuff from my phone. I have my birthday vlog up there, and then I have Art Basel up there, which was really good. I'm excited to post that. I use mostly my phone for that, so I want to upload my birthday first before Art Basel, because that's in chronological order. But the reality will probably have to be Art Basel first, because I have footage on my camera from my birthday. And then I also have my hair video on there from my birthday video, my birthday hair. That was like a full from start to finish. I dyed it, did all the customization. So I say all this to say that I have stuff. And hopefully by the time we like keep doing lives more, and like I'm telling everyone I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here, we'll have more people in the live. But yeah, so I work at a bar. It's pretty cool. I'm just a hostess, so I'm just literally standing at the door, which is like, it's okay. Y'all know I'm really jack of all trades, so I've been really thinking really hard on how this rebrand can reflect that, because I think throughout all of my phases and throughout all of the like breaks in air quotes I've taken, they've been breaks, but I've come back better. Like I'm never just like gone and taking a break and just like sitting and being quiet and just like bumming around. Like I'm learning new stuff, I'm learning new techniques, picking up more tech stuff. So we're here, and I'm excited for this rebrand. I am really wanting to put my personal page on more of the things that just like I like. And I did create a new YouTube channel strictly for my podcast, which a little overdue. I wish I would have did it in the beginning, because we have almost all the episodes on this channel. But I will link that one in the comments or the description box. Probably the description box, because I can't comment on my phone. Yeah, I'm vlogging on my phone because I don't have my laptop. But we're vibing, we're living. Like this period of my life has just told me to just go with the punches a bit and just be more, don't have requirements for what's supposed to happen for you, and don't set expectations for what is to happen. This past semester, which I have one more semester left, I ended this semester with a 3.0 3.3, which is annoying. So it's like 333, like, once again, angel numbers. So I just really need to get 0.7, 0.17, so I can get honors at graduation. So that shouldn't be bad. A little sad, but we vibe, we exist. This semester has taught me to value your time. Truly, a lot of people think it's funny when I say it's a privilege to be around me, it's a privilege to talk to me, and it's a privilege to just even be in my presence. But I never say that in a condescending way. I say it in the means of exactly what I experienced last semester. When you constantly give everyone you all the time and you don't put those boundaries and those requirements on your time, you can feel so depleted and so drained, in which that's how I felt. I felt like I was constantly giving myself to others and, you know, people I just met, which obviously came with my resident assistant job. But at the same time, I think there was way more boundaries I could have set overall. But, you know, we go through life and we learn every time. And the best way, in my opinion, to experience life is to just learn from everything. I could have left this semester miserable and super sad and super upset and really discouraged, but I didn't allow that to make me discouraged. I allowed that to show me the value of time, the value of experiences, the value of when you actually meet people and building genuine connections. Even the same thing with my laptop and my camera being down. I have been, and I won't get emotional. The people who know me, I've been doing this for an extremely long time, and a lot of YouTubers that are successful now they reached their success on year 5 of them doing YouTube, and I'll be reaching year 5 next year, so I know it's my time. But I've had a lot of roadblocks throughout my career, like even with my laptop being down, my laptop's my job, like with everything. I've just been having to work on my phone, and my phone is a little broken too, so then my camera. And I say all this to say, when you have undesirable circumstances that come in your life, I completely understand it's so hard to just stay positive and keep the faith and understand that, like, there are bigger things working for you. But we have to understand, not only we're only using about 5% of our actual brain capacity on a day-to-day life, we have no clue at all what is meant for us. We have absolutely no clue what God, what source, what universe even has for us. And most of the time, we want these things, and it's probably this much of what is actually in store for us. So the best thing we can do is to take those undesirable circumstances and just go through them and learn with them. And that's just a lot what I talk about on my podcast. So once again, subscribe to my podcast. I'm not doing a shameless plug, but when I first started doing YouTube, it was because I would search, let me do my liner after I say this. I would search dark skin makeup routine, full look, and nothing will pop up, only be a few creators. And I seen such a lack of people that looked like us, looked like me, at the beginning of this time of YouTube. This was probably about 5 years ago, 2019, 2018. So that's what inspired me to create my YouTube channel and call myself the Brown Barbie, because Barbie to me is not only a paradox, just how society says it, but also Barbie is just this representation of, like, beauty standards. As Black women, as women of color, we are not the beauty standard, and that's okay. We are not the obvious beauty standard, but the beauty standard is based on us. And that's a video for another day. That is a video for another freaking day. The amount of history that we have not been taught, we are the base, okay? We are literally the blueprint. That's no joke, that's no nothing. So, you know, I really wanted to create a channel to show you can be attractive, or you can put yourself together and do fashion, etc. But, you know, there's also so many layers to you, just like me. Like, there's so many layers to me. I love tech. I love to learn more. I love to do odd things. Like, I do everything myself. So that's literally what Barbie is. You see her being a vet one day. You see her being a scuba diver the next day. So that's where that came from. It's a little sidebar tangent. But as I evolved and I've taken my several breaks, I'm so I don't think words can even describe how grateful I am for God, source, to just put me in a mindset where I'm able to receive what I'm supposed to do. And Barbie Talks to me is just a place where, you know, we can get real. We can get real with our traumas. We can get real with how the world has treated us. We can maneuver this way of life, but in an unconventional way that people don't really talk about, and see it for the other side and read these books. See how just by you shifting your mindset can change your life. Just by you giving yourself words of affirmations every day can change your life, by knowing that words are literally spells and everything you're saying is actively manifesting your day-to-day life, which was extremely hard for me. I used to be a really negative, nasty person. I used to never think anything good would happen to me. I used to never think someone that looked like me can ever be successful or can ever do anything. But the irony behind that was there was always this small voice inside of me that always wanted more, that always wanted to do more, that always wanted to be more. I'm about to keep watching the time because I'm a chatter. And I'm so blessed and grateful for that little voice, because there's other people like me. We're all like me in a way, because we all have those voices in our head that, you know, also are good, but also are really negative and really sad and can take a toll on our life. And sometimes some people never get past that voice, and it's so disheartening for me. And I just want to be the person to help. If I can help a few people, just saying one little word, or just saying your blessing is delayed, but it doesn't mean it's not delivered, or your testimonies are stronger than your tests. And these little small phrases and just some things that I suggest to help someone have a better life, or just see things in a different perspective, I feel fulfilled. That was a mouthful. And with that being said, with my major being psychology, I was crying the other day. I'm such a big baby, y'all. I was crying the other day because I was like, wow, like, I actually have a degree in something I love. Like, this is not something for me to, I hate when I'm like, oh, I'm a psychology major. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to make so much money. And it's like, that's so sad, because this world the world benefits from us being miserable. The world benefits from you being sad. The world benefits from you constantly undermining yourself and your talents and your aspirations. They don't benefit from you seeing the good in yourself. They don't benefit from you actually believing in yourself. That's why we see this whirlwind of a difference with the influencers and the entrepreneurs. The same thing happened with Black Wall Street. They burned it down. They don't want us to step into our higher power and step into what we can be, because ultimate power, like, to work for yourself and not have to tell somebody. You don't got to tell somebody what to do, or somebody not telling you what to do, and you're just so sufficient on your own. That's terrifying for the government. That's terrifying for people who want to constantly keep control of just the human consciousness, just the common consciousness. They benefit when we're low and sad and we're in a low vibrational frequency. I don't know where I was going with that. But don't allow bull to really infiltrate your mind, because it's not true. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. So many people manifest really rare diseases on themselves because they're so paranoid that they're going to get it, that they actually manifest them getting that disease. Which is a crazy concept for people to understand, but when you do the research, you see it's true. And with, I don't know, sometimes it's like really hard for me to talk about stuff like this, because it's just so much information. And I know it could be just extremely overwhelming for people, because it was overwhelming for me. When I had my lowest year, when I made my first podcast episode, and just such a low year for me, that's the time when I was receiving all this information, I would literally just cry. I would just cry all the time. I'm like, what? You're telling me everything that I thought I believed is fake? You're telling me that all of my fears and intrusive thoughts and limiting beliefs derived from my mother, then that derived from her mother, that derived from her mother. You know what I mean? Like, how can you sit here and tell me that? Basically, my whole life is a lie. And I have one movie recommendation. I'm going to make a video about this as well. I might have to just film it on my phone because I'm like feeling really called to talk about it. But there's a Netflix movie called It's What's Inside. Moral of the story, they switch bodies. So there's a group of friends and this like really big tech guy comes to their like little party, and he has this machine where you're actually able to switch and go into someone else's body. And I'm not going to spoil it. Actually, it's not really a spoil because I'm not going to talk about like the actual movie itself. But that movie was so powerful to me because a lot of people aren't talking about how that showed this, our body is just the host for our soul. Like, you have to nourish your soul. You have to deal with those limiting beliefs that you feel like are holding you back from becoming your best self. And these traits that you feel like aren't getting you anywhere, that are holding you back, they're not real. You have these people switching into other people's bodies, and they're trying to obviously guess who's in whose body, but they start to put on this persona to mimic being that person, which is just showing this body is nothing. This is just literally our host for our spirit. So the whole beauty standard with body and just how you feel about yourself, about your physical insecurities, are just so not even real, because you could just switch and go to someone else's body the next day and you're still you, but now your physical has changed. I don't know, I feel like that sounded a little like really sci-fi, really mystical, but it all derives back to, you know, you have to nourish yourself. You have to pour into yourself, because if you don't, you're going to lose sight of who you are, and you're the only person who knows who you are. If one day you wake up in someone else's body, or one day you wake up and you don't look like you anymore, who you think you is, guess what's still there? Your mind, how you feel about yourself, and what you think you can achieve. And it's so funny because you see a lot of people go, if I was her, I would do this and that. And it's like, when you say that, all you're saying is, I want to be that, but I can't be that because I don't look like that. When it's like you can be that way already. My favorite thing was from Marilyn Monroe. She was in New York. And I really want to find more black Marilyn Monroes and more black female archetypes that exude power, sexual, sensual energy, and feminine energy, because, you know, I don't think we should always just be talking about Marilyn Monroe. And, you know, those figures, which they were amazing figures, but we need people that look like us, which is another conversation for another day, which why we don't have people that look like us. However, she was in New York one day, and she had said to the reporter, she was like, do you want to watch me turn into her? And the reporter looked at her, was like, yeah. Like, I kind of don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. She went from just wearing a hoodie, no one recognizing her, them just walking extremely normal, just like New York. If y'all been to New York, you know you could just kind of hide under the shadows. Everybody's minding their own business. When she turned this switch on within herself, it was like people were stopping. Oh my God, that's Marilyn Monroe. People rolling down their windows, people just like flocking to them. And it all was because she changed this sense of herself. She changed this persona she was giving off to the world, which is so powerful. Like, imagine, it's not an imagination because you can do it, but just being whoever you want at whatever phase you want. Like, okay, I want to be this girl one day, I'm gonna just act like her. And that's the beauty about confidence. No one ever knows if it's real or fake. And most people that exude high confidence, they fake it. That's why you see someone that is like your idol, or you put at a pedestal, they talk about their insecurities, you look at them like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, shut up, like, blah blah blah. But I enjoy that story so much because it shows the power in just yourself and just having that unshakable confidence and that just, I'm that bitch. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just whatever. But enough of the deep talk. It's just, life is crazy, but I think, I don't even want to say I think, I really want to say I know that next year is just going to be such an amazing year for so many people. There was a lot of us that were in heavy isolation, that went through a lot of trauma this year, these past few years, and have just been on so many constructing this life. I was watching a video that was kind of like a sermon, kind of her just like talking about a Bible verse that resonated with her. And she was saying that, you know, God's instruction is for your construction. God's instruction is for your construction. There's so many times where we feel like things aren't working in our way, working how we want it to go. But it's like God's like, hey, you need to do this. You need to do this so you can get here. And like I said, as humans, we're only using about 5% of our actual brain power. So how can we even understand what's going on in our life to see that this is what's happening? I mean, the trees are a perfect example of this. It goes through their seasons. And if trees in the winter were like, oh my God, I have no leaves, I'm worthless, like I can't. What? The trees exist through their season of shedding, and then once spring comes around, they're starting to grow. Summer comes, they're existing, and then fall comes, they start to have new colors of leaves and just put on a different visual form, and then winter they shed again. Trees are definitely a really good metaphor for life because they show you the beauty in just your roots and being secure in yourself, or at least just pushing through as much as you can and knowing that no matter what season is next, that you will be okay and that those leaves will grow back and that you will be stronger than ever. I mean, even when you grow a tree, it takes the tree, what, like maybe 5 to 10 years, depending on the tree type, to actually grow into a tree. But when you go in the ground and you see the roots, it's like, whoa, you were doing all of this, and at the very surface level, you're just like this, but at the bottom, you have all of these roots. So, I don't know, life is crazy. Life is crazy. Life is extremely crazy. But I think that's definitely been an extreme metaphor for my own life. This past year, I've shed so many I've shed so many leaves, but then I've also like learned so much about myself, found out so much about myself. And it is beautiful when you embrace the process and you have no requirements. You have no, and now I'm brain farting, but you don't have any set requirements like this is what this looks like. Just existing. Now, quick sidebar. The face, let me get a better powder so I can show it y'all. The face is a mix of drugstore and honestly, this was all drugstore. I got a little extra for some reason. My hands have a mind of their own, y'all. Like, either sometimes it'll be a really like a big makeup beat day and I'm like, I didn't even really want it to be that serious, or sometimes it'll be really natural. But this was the only thing that I used, which Nars, you not in the clear because your range is real bad. The range is bad for Nars. But that was the only expensive thing I used. But besides that, for my eyebrows, I use this brow glue, which is amazing. This is like my holy grail now. For my concealer, I use the NYX Bear With Me. That's what I'm saying. I like mixed a little bit of the Nars. I don't know why I did that. Do you think I just wanted like a little brighter? And then for my foundation, I use the Infallible Wear. This is a really, when I tell you this is a dupe for the Born This Way concealer, I believe. Very good concealer. They have good range, but you need to be very mindful of your undertone because it can get a little dicey, and sometimes depending on your skin tone, especially if you're fair skin tone or medium skin tone, the undertones come in strong once it starts to oxidize. So be careful with that. And this is like such a hidden gem. This only $10, and y'all are about to see how this is gonna blur my under eyes. You know, I really should have used like are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? I'm so sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I keep looking at the screen. That's why I should have the back away. But what? For $10? Exactly. $10 for this. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people throw this away because when you first use it, it's translucent. When you first use it, it can give ghosts if you don't really know what you're doing. I don't even know how it gives that, because even if I put a lot, it'll still just naturally like blur itself down. So you just gotta know your products. But like this and the one size mixed together, and y'all will see I mixed the one size. Oh, I love makeup. I love makeup. I love makeup. Ah! Oh, this is what I was supposed to use to blend out. Oh my god, a video idea that I have, and I'm like so excited. And sometimes like if it's like too much like that. Yes. What do you think about the powders that look like blush? Yes, okay. So you will see when I actually do. That's actually such a good question, because I don't know, this is gonna be like funny to me, because this just shows you how like universal makeup is, and how you see these companies kind of just reinventing the wheel that people naturally do. So I think those powders are really cute, in Huda, I don't know how to pronounce it. They're a really good brand, and they have a great blur. However, maybe that'll be, I don't know, I'm really trying to get my words together for this. Maybe that'll be a good video for me to get those powders and like try it on deeper skin, because I haven't really seen anybody with like a deeper skin tone do it. So great idea. Maybe I'll snag a little travel size. However, a hack to still get that same pink, which you're gonna see me do when I do my blush. So how I do it, now that I've set my face, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer to kind of just get any cast and like different away and just blend everything together. Then I'm gonna go in and bake, which is really just another step of setting. But then after I bake, what I do is I put my blush, which you're gonna see in like literally 5 minutes. I put my blush right on my temples and like on my cheek. But what I actually do is the rest of the blush that's left on the brush, I actually use it to wipe away the powder, which essentially is gonna give you that pink setting powder look, depending on how heavy you go. But for me, I think it gives the perfect amount of control, and you don't have to worry about like a casting undertone or like it being a little, because like for black girls, I really don't know how that works. I think I only seen one girl do it and it worked, but the way a camera picks up makeup is either your best friend or your biggest hater. So I don't really know how it looked in person. It looked good in camera, but some powders can give you that like weird undercast. But when you use that method of putting your blush on after you bake and you like wipe with the reminiscence of the blush on it, you still get that pinkish color under. So let me zoom my bronzing. But yeah, makeup stuff. In the conversation of makeup, there we go. So my favorite liquid brush, blush, cream, or powder, The Milani, this looks kind of crazy. This Milani brush is actually what I use. Wow, the lighting is actually really good because you can see. So this is the cream that I use. Let me see something really quick. Now, I'll never not be cleaning my camera. I don't know how I skipped that step. But the Milani, this color is in Cheap Kiss. I think this is probably about like maybe $6. I use this when I mix it with my contour. So like that's how I like to put cream blush. Like if I'm ever using cream blush, I like to put it on top of my cream bronzer so they can kind of like mesh together, mix. I've learned that sometimes when you do your when you're contouring or using like a cream bronzer, the lines can get a little harsh, but when you mix it, let me see something. Cause I feel like we can really give I'm gonna have to do it really fast. I'm gonna turn the camera to the back. Just gonna cover y'all real quick. Hello, Elsies. Hold on. Hello, L. Technical difficulties. Okay, we're here. I got dysfunctional. Oh, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. It's gonna work. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to back up. But as you see, like, hopefully, got some technical difficulties right now. Can you see or am I upside down? I think I'm upside down. But we're just gonna vibe right here. As you see, so sorry for upside down. As you see, we have that like contour, but that blush is also like radiating. So I like that because it makes it melt all together. And then when you go in with your powder blush, it's really nice. So I'm gonna switch this back now. She said doubt. Okay, let's see. And I still have to do my hair, and it's 2:05. Yeah. So dysfunctional. But yeah, hopefully the back, you've seen it for a little bit. I'll probably go in my mirror and like show it more, but this Milani is really good for cream. I always tell everybody, you don't really got to spend the big bucks if you don't need to, because there's so many great drugstore makeup that you can get through. So for my ultimate favorite blush, the Juvia's Place Blushed Rose. You see I use this girl down. We don't even got the title here no more. But it is the Blush Rose palette. Is beautiful. Yeah. But the Sephora sale, like, no shade, no tea, Sephora, I still want to work with you. So this ain't nothing against you. I think in my eyes, Sephora is really for like big girl money. And like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think Sephora is really for big girl money. Like, there's great brands there. Like, I feel like my favorite brand at Sephora is One Size. Like, that's more so what the Sephora sale would be for me. Excuse me. And their also personal brand, I think it's like the Skin Effect, is very good. But I feel like I'm an Ulta girl down. Like, Ulta just has everything. And if you want to spend something very cheap or spend in a higher tier, you have that option. I feel like Sephora doesn't really give you that. Like, everything is kind of really pricey if you don't get the Sephora brand, which is fine because they obviously have like all name brands. But with that being said, a lot of those brands don't have range. Like we see with concealers, the undertones are weird. We see there's not a range in foundation. Sephora to me gets a little jumpy, but the Sephora sale is good to pick up on more so of perfume, skincare. That's more so what I would say the Sephora sale is good for. But this palette is amazing for blush. Like, amazing for blush. And it's obviously an eyeshadow palette, but Juvia's Place, I love Juvia's Place down because the pigment in Juvia's Place's items are like wicked. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, like, it should not even be that pigmented. Like, I rocks with Juvia's Place. This is also my favorite powder bronzer, and it's like literally broken. Very good. Like, it's so buildable. I use this on my clients as well. And anytime I've used this on somebody, they're like, what bronzer palette is this? And I'm like, Juvia's Place. I think they do be having it on TikTok Shop for like $10 or $8, but I'll say just be careful with TikTok Shop sometimes, because sometimes they're like fake and counterfeits. But yeah, you see the bronzer. And for me personally, because sometimes I get really fearful that like my face is really lighter than the rest of my body. So depending on how I feel, I'll go in really heavy with bronzer, and you guys will see how I like balance that out. I feel like the camera is not giving us definition, but it's okay. So now we're gonna move into the ultimate gore. Now this was really made by an influencer. Like, Patrick started his thing on this. Like, I paid $33 for this, and I've probably had this for maybe making a year, and there's so much powder left. And what I do is, as you see, like I said in the beginning, I mix it with the Wet n Wild so I can have a little bit of a brightening. But it stretches so far, like, you do not. I would honestly recommend just buying the full one instead of getting the travel. I feel like the travel size, I run through it pretty fast, but this one I've had for a minute. So I just like in the little puffs, the puff triangles, lifesaver too. Yeah, and this is just gonna blur like nasty work. And then sometimes if I put a little too much, I'll kind of just like stretch it down, because like I said, the blush, I'm gonna like edge it. I feel like the camera is not eating. Like, in the mirror, we gonna get this live down, y'all, no worries. I hate to say that I hate to say that I be knowing, but like the and this, let me show y'all. I got, dang it is, I think this came with like 20 or 30 off of Temu, and I paid like $8. I washed them, literally perfect. Like, these are my favorite. These are my favorite ones. Super affordable, cheap, and they get the job done, in my personal opinion, because I actually have one to compare. Let's see. This is it. Okay, so this is like a thicker one, right? The thicker ones ain't it for me. The thin ones really get the job done. Like, I don't know what it is about the thick ones versus the thin ones, but like, to me, it's such a difference. Like, I just like the thin ones more, because I feel like, I don't know, it's just some difference. All right, and now I have to start, not really rushing, but kind of rushing. But you're welcome, girl. Of course, of course. And that's the thing about it too. Like, as you guys, like, as I grow in my channel, I really am just hoping that people see me for very genuine, because I don't gatekeep. Like, I'm not that type of girl. Like, if something's on my body, you like it, I'm gonna give it to you. Literally, one of my residents, I was helping her with her makeup kit. Another resident that, like, I had class with her, and I really was not fucking with her. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not like her at all. She had seen my makeup one day. She's like, can you please send me all the products? Literally sent her all of the products I use. Like, I am not that girl. Like, there's enough room at the table for us all to eat. Nobody will need to gatekeep. But sidebar, how I contour my nose. Sometimes I'll do it before I do my powder. Sometimes I'll do it after. But I like to do it. I'm doing it after right now, because I kind of rose the powder up a little bit. Then I do a light. Just really make sure anytime you're trying to blend, because that's a really big question I get, like, especially in person with my eyeshadow, how I blend my shadows. You need to, like, barely be touching your face. Like, it needs to just feel like a tickle. and just really light strokes. And then you just like like, and just give yourself control. And then I like to go in with this dark shade because I don't know, I really like when the inside is like snatched. So I kind of just go in here and I just lightly drag it down to blend. And also on my eyes, I didn't say this, I use the bronze, that light brown, for my eyes. So now I'm gonna go in with my palette. It's so hard because I love obviously these three colors, but and the pink works really good too. Like the pink is really cute too. I just saved those for like more summer, but this one I like because it's a little more muted, and then this one's like a great for like on top of your contour for like a more natural, and this one's a little more bright. So I'm gonna try to get this muted shade. I'd be trying to give it a break. Okay, see? And then I just like to go in my cheek area. And I am switching rooms, which is why the room is not finished and looks in disarray because I'm like trying to start packing. But I'm excited to have a bathroom with a sink on the inside because my room, the sink is on the outside. So I can actually do more like videos with my camera, like have it up and then do my makeup. So you can actually like see it in a higher quality and it's better. As you see with the background, my room, and it's not no messy shit, it's just real. My room will literally have to be perfectly clean and perfectly, even besides the bed, like that I don't like. So I was already not going to film any videos out here because I would have to fill this and fill that wall for it to look really nice. And that was just a little too much for me to know I was moving my room. So I'm excited to just have a bathroom that I could just film in there. But I wish the quality was a little better. It's okay. I'll probably turn the camera around and hold it. So yeah, now with the under wiping that I said, I'm gonna actually get a different color so you can see. I'm gonna take this one and I'll just do like a little pat, and then I'm gonna get that and wipe. You see how it gave it a little bit? It was a little stronger than usual because I didn't really rub it all off, but tell me, should I cut these other girls right now? And also another hack that really, no, I'll get into that after. Great, because I was actually going to talk about that. So another hack that, like the last makeup hack that I really, really like. I don't know if I want to just do mascara today or lashes. I don't even know why I'm asking myself a question that I know the answer to. But when you are doing your concealer, especially if you're doing a bright under eye, make sure that when you are, after you blend, go in with that foundation brush and get the edges so it could really be seamless. Like we kind of see here, you see how it's kind of still a little light? That's because I didn't go back in with my foundation brush and blend that. So like now what I would have to do is get my bronzer. Okay, my bronzer brush and kind of just like, or I could have got my blush, literally up to me. Let's get some a chapstick. Yeah, so it's getting a little jumpy there. Ugh, yeah, like the lashes just do it every time. Like I don't know, I've been kind of getting back into my lash phase. Been taking a little break from the clusters. Also me being real lazy. Not putting them on. And I'm going to get into the vision board when I do my hair. Because I actually have a new thing I'm going to try next year that I seen a creator talk about. So let me finish this up. And then what I also like to do, just like get this brush and kind of just blend anything else out. Sometimes we miss a few spots. And also too, like if I have like a day where I want to be like a step up from natural but not like full glam, I'll incorporate this step by putting some powder just here so we can sculpt the face a little more. But I just don't even feel like going back and opening my powders. And this spray, I got $3. $3 from TJ Maxx. And at first I thought this was trash. But then the other night I like drenched my face. And then like afterwards I kind of like touched my face on accident. I was like, ugh, I'm gonna have transfer because I didn't feel like using my other one. And I looked down and I said, okay, you just gotta drench your face. Like really drench your face. Like if you're not drowning in your, now if you got the one size setting spray, you gotta hold your breath for that. But if you're not drowning in your setting spray, you're not doing it right. Oh my god, why are there just lashes on the floor? Oh my gosh, it's giving OG. And once again, before we get into our vision board, I will be doing, this purse is a little dirty, but it's not gonna be dirty while I film the video. I'm gonna be doing a purse haul of all of these beautiful Amazon bags that were under $50. Like when I tell you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 bags and they were all under $50. Quality amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, they were actually the pictures, the bags in the pictures I took. So like the little white one, that's a saddle, and then my favorite one, it's like a black bag and it's round. So cute. So cutesy. So now we are going back to the OG way. I don't know how I'm gonna do timestamps for this, y'all, because I'm all over the place. But this Kiss Lash Strip Adhesive is gonna be great. And also, I also just like to like put that so the glue can kind of dry. That's also another little lash hack. So it can kind of already be on your lid and on the lash. But I'm also taking a break with my nails because I love my homegirl down back home, and she's like the only person that touches my nails, and I like literally don't even want to go to anyone else, which is so like people be like, girl, be for real. But I'm really big on supporting people in their business ventures, so like I don't want to go to anybody else. So I just been doing press-ons like the Gel X way with the press-ons, the UV light, etc. But I just took a break because my nails are actually growing. The people who did my nails before, like I used to have, like especially my pinky used to be so bad. Like I used to have no nail bed. So I'm kind of just taking a break right now. Maybe before I leave, I'm going to put a gel top coat. But that's why we don't have no nails right now. I don't ever be rocking like that. I'm going to have to turn the camera because what we're giving in real life and what we're giving in the camera is not the same. I'm scared for the lace. Okay, it's not bad. Because, who's going to get jumpy? So we are in Mama Bob right now. And the hairstyle that I want, I don't know, it's kind of Sunday, so we're not going to have, like, crazy people here. But I want to kind of just cut an inch off, like, right here, like that. So it could be at my shoulders because it's at, like, an awkward length where it's kind of, like, flipping and looking a little, I don't play that. So what I wanted to do was kind of this. Like that. And then kind of like that. No, this length, I don't know. I just feel like, especially at work last night, I was real paranoid. I was like, I don't like it when it's just like, it flips. Like when it's at it, this side is cut right. This side is not. Which means it's probably, which means, I'm so dumb. Which means when I wore this before, the part was probably on this side since this side is cut nice. But, yeah, we're just waiting for our lash glue. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I could share screen. Because that would be really nice. And then also, real last thing for makeup. When I have like any wig on or lace, I'll just go in with my bronzer and kind of just not pat directly on the lace, but just the edges a bit. Because sometimes when you do your makeup, it don't be there. Alright, so let's do some lashes, and then we're going to get into the hair and get into the vision board. And yeah, they don't like me. If I was on live on TikTok, it would have been way more entertaining. But it's okay because, you know, my timing, I'm not going to even... What I'm just annoyed about is the quality on my phone right now because the mirror is T. And this would actually been so good. So I just need a new phone. Manifesting that for me by by mid-January. Because that's the next buy. Like, ooh, I don't even want to adjust it. It's giving like feline. Ah. Yeah, in the mirror, I just feel like it's giving a little more, like clear, and you see like the dimension a bit more. And on my phone camera, it's just giving like, see, now this is why I stopped wearing lashes, because like this one, for some odd reason, I really like. It's giving like if I kind of just put heavy corner clusters, which is in like a lot of people cut their lash halfway and they'll just put the end, and that's what this one's giving. But now this one, I don't even know how I place this. I think I just put it really low. Yeah, but if I was able to go live on TikTok, you know how many people were just laying in their bed right now? That's okay. I'm gonna get my YouTube back up. Yeah. I don't even, but it's like I put it the same way. Let's see. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday. I guess this side has one. So sorry, babes. I hate to do that to you. Because you already know with your lash, you could be here forever. So I'm going to just take... Yeah, I think that's the best we're going to get it. That's okay, because ain't nobody really... Well, I don't want to even manifest that, because that means it'll be boring for me. But not many people. But I also have two different eyes. Like, this is different than this one. Another story for another day, which is something that I freaking learned. Which is why I enjoy clusters, because I feel like that's the most even my eyes get. But, yeah, and then before we get into the hair, if you want the freaking baby bliss and you don't want the obnoxious blue and to spend all that money at Ulta, go to Sally's and get you that for 90 bucks. Like, I was scammed. I was really scammed. I thought that the blue one was the only one they had. But Sally's usually has a lot of sales where you're able to get that on sale. I always get so indifferent at this part. So I'm thinking do a little, I don't know why I'm trying to do my hair. I have no clips over here, no nothing. And now I'm being lazy. But try to make it a little more. Yes, but the vision board. So for the past, what, probably 5 years, I've been making vision boards, and I actually do it where I put it on my laptop as well. So like I'll go in Canva and I'll make myself my vision board. Like that's how I'll make my vision board. But I had actually seen this girl make a vision board bingo card. And I was like, that's so smart, as well as like getting like a bottle of like champagne or like a wine and writing your goal on it, and then you like pop it open for like when you achieve it. So on top of my actual vision board that I'm gonna like work on this week, I'm gonna make a bingo card as well. So I'm like, maybe that'll help me stay a little motivated. A clip. As y'all know, did what? The vision board? Or did on your laptop? Because I be having for my phone screen, my laptop, my everything. Because I need to see that. Everybody's like, oh my god, I love. Oh. They're like, oh my god, I love your lock screen. I'm like, yeah, babes, I need to. Oh, the bingo? Yeah. So, yeah, I really want to do the bingo because I was like, oh, that's so smart. And like, to kind of just check in. Like, yeah, I want to get bingo, ho. That was so unserious. But why is it giving like I got a little bump like back in the day? I know I didn't do my braid down flat, but it ain't that lumpy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this right now. Or I always feel like this is just like my safe hairstyle, and I always do. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving a little bump right now. That needs to stop. That literally needs to stop. But if y'all are joining us, I am just getting ready for work right now. We did a full face of makeup, which looks a little natural in the camera, but in person it's tea. So now I'm trying to figure out different hairstyles for work, and I got a little lumpiness going on, so I'm being lazy. And I also, but see, look at perfect example. That I don't like. That's tacky to me. Like, that's so tacky. Like, I'm not trying to be at work and then I got a little piece saying, hey, no, this is not Soldier Boy. Like, we're not Ewing and freaking dancing. So bye bye. Sorry you didn't make the cut, but I guess you kind of did because I cut you. But that's not cool. So yeah, the vision board, I'm gonna do a bingo card and a vision board. I actually want to print out, especially while I still got my job and I can use that printer. No shade. No, but for real, because like, why was it doing that? I don't know. Like, that moment of silence was so real, because it's like you always, every time you do your hair, you gotta really look in the mirror like, do I really like this? I do, but this little bump, I just feel lazy right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the bingo card. Times is 2:31, good on time. So I'm gonna do the bingo card. I'm gonna do it on my laptop, when I have my laptop, and then for my phone screen. And I also want to print it out and like put it on the wall. And I really have all intentions next year to really, I'm not saying before I didn't put realistic goals on my vision board. I think per se I was still really just figuring out life and figuring out what I wanted. And I think now it's like super clear of the goals I want and what I want to do. So I think now I'm going to be able to have a bit more of a direction of exactly what I'm putting on, that like, if these don't get done, then that's not good for me. If these things on the vision board do not get accomplished, that is not good for me, because that means things are not happening that need to be happening. So I'm excited to create my vision board and actually sit down actually sit down and just create it and just really envision what I see next year. So like a few of my goals that I want, definitely fitness. For which I'll probably make a video about, not probably, I'm gonna make a video about. There's this med spa that I actually was been supposed to do this, but instead I got tints on my car. I don't want to say instead, but that was like the only other like big purchase I made last year, like crazy big purchase, was getting my tints. I'm gonna go to this med spa and I'm gonna actually get the semaglutide shots. I'm like, I think that'll just really help me with my weight loss journey about food portioning. I've been getting way better with food portioning, but now trying to be in a smart calorie deficit. Now that I don't have my job, and now that I have this job, I'm gonna have consistent income, and then I'm gonna be working out more because my schedule allows it. I think getting the semaglutide shots are gonna be just so good for me to just help me really like shed weight faster, but also since the workouts I'm doing are also like weight shedding and muscle gaining, it's going to be like the perfect combination. So that's what I'm excited for, to get those probably like maybe a little bit before February. And that's what I'm really excited for. So that's one of my goals, is just like a fitness goal. And then another one of my goals is I really want to, like, I really think, sorry, this part is like so real, because yeah, I was like, that part is so real because anywho, another one of my goals is definitely going to be to reach 1,000 on here. We've been doing this for a minute. I haven't been consistent. I have been really like doing research on like SEO, the best titles to, you know, grab people. And when I look back to my most popular videos, I see how I titled them, which was completely on accident. And I seen the engagement. Like, it's kind of crazy that I'm probably at like maybe 62 total views on my channel. Like, that's insane. Like, sometimes I don't even realize. And that's another thing too, like, really just be grateful for your small accomplishments, because, you know, I may feel like I'm not far in like my YouTube journey and my career, but it's like I have 62,000 views overall on my channel. That's insane. That's like absolutely insane in the membrane. So I'm excited to just really pour into YouTube more next year and just do more stuff, especially obviously my podcast. Like, my podcast is my baby. Like, if I had a kid, that would be my baby. So I've just been obsessed. Oh, I do have a little bit of, ooh, I didn't even know I had Fenty lip gloss. Her. No, I should have lined my lips a little bit. I actually might. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, some of the videos I have on the way are gonna be yeah, okay. Some of the videos that I have on the way are gonna be must-have bags for the summer, and I'm gonna do like my whole bag haul. And then I'm gonna do micro needling. Micro needling has been amazing and just like a godsend for my skincare. I was watching my videos back, and whew, talk about rough. I worked for my beauty. Like, I really invested in myself, invested in my beauty routine, and just invested in like actual skincare knowledge. So I'm so excited to give you guys a microneedling tutorial and just more about microneedling, because I'm all for giving people their money. So this is no way to like deter somebody from like actually going to a med spa and getting your microneedling. But when I tell you I do this once once a month because you have to wait 3 to 4 weeks before you do your next treatment. But I do this once a month, and it just makes such a difference. Like, you guys see when I raise my forehead, no lines. That comes from microneedling. Like, I used to have like a bunch of lines, and then even in the beginning of the video, you see I didn't have that much hyperpigmentation. That's because the microneedling also really helps with that as well. And then I just also like it because it just boosts new skin growth and promotes cell growth. And when you get a good hyaluronic acid or a good base while you're microneedling, it just also hydrates your skin. A lot of us suffer from dry skin, so I'm one of those girls. I have like actually an eczema breakout right now, so I suffer from dry skin. So doing the microneedling is so great for my skin because it has brought so much hydration and so much youth back to my face that I feel like is lost. And if the sun was out a little bit more, my skin would be way more even, but it still looks great for it not to be. So I'm gonna have a microneedling video coming out. Cannot wait to get, okay, so these are the categories we have on my channel, right? We have the Road to an Influencer segment where I dive deep into all things tech, all things influencing, how to edit your videos, how to do this, how to do that. Super excited for that. Super excited to bring that back. So I'm going to be doing a full-blown tech haul. I'm going to be doing Amazon must-haves. I'm going to be doing how to use Canva to make your thumbnails, how to edit on iMovie, how to edit on CapCut, how to use CapCut templates, how to outsource your music, how to make your own music, etc. All of that. So I'm excited to bring back Road to an Influencer because that's near and dear to my heart, because I'm giving all of you guys the things that I like taught myself and I had to learn the hard way by just research and trial and error, all in a video, which I feel like a lot of people don't do, especially with Instagram makeup reels. I'm so excited to do like an actual in-depth tutorial on like how I do my transition videos, etc. It's been a minute, but I still know how to do it. And then obviously Barbie talks. If you kind of were hip to my channel, you've seen that I had like a few. So obviously that's just going to transform to the actual Barbie Talks page. So excited. I'm not doing any, let me not say that. There's not going to be heavy self-development content on this channel because I want this to just be more like me with the beauty, the fashion, etc. So that's going to be more on that channel. But of course, fashion hauls, of course, shoe hauls, definitely a lot of shoe hauls. I got in a lot of kitten heels this past year. Capsule wardrobe. I'm still building mine. So once I get my stuff together and I have like outfits, I'll do a capsule wardrobe haul. Oh, obviously the nails, the Gel X method for nails. I'll be giving beauty is going to be very heavy, beauty and fashion. But what I'm really excited about, which this is something like a little premeditated, but I'm also speaking into existence. If you guys know, my Bimini video was just like extremely popular and a lot of people like that. So I actually want to start reaching out to some more hotels, some cruise lines, etc. and reach out to them to see if they want to do a partnership. So next year, I'm planning on taking a year off from school to work and save because I'm not being broke in grad school. That is not going to work for me. I will lose my mind. So I'm going to be working, but I'm going to also reach out to these travel companies so we can get some more travel content because I absolutely love traveling. So that's something that I've been a little quiet about, but that has been like really heavy in my mind. And since I live in Miami, since I live in Florida, I can literally do almost anything. Like there's always cruises coming out of Miami. There's also always like great little hotels with hidden finds, and so I'm excited for that. Like the travel portion of this, the travel portion of this channel is not dead. It's just I want to do it the right way, and I'm really anal about how things are filmed and knowledge. I like to just really dive deep and make sure like if you're spending your money on anything I'm recommending, it's good. But with that being said, I do have my Amazon storefront up. So it's pretty much up for the most part. So I'll link that in the description box. We got clothes on there. We got bags. We got lash clusters. My lash clusters are amazing. Like when I tell y'all I have lash clusters, these aren't the lash clusters. Where's the other one? Lash clusters. Lash, like, I have clusters on clusters on clusters. I want to lash clusters. And the ultimate gag with the lash clusters is, which is why this is probably gonna be like one of the last things I say as I close out. But the thing with the lash clusters is the ultimate gag, like, before the lash clusters started getting hype, y'all, like, God strike me down if I'm lying, I had posted a TikTok showing people how to do the lash clusters, and then literally like 3 weeks to 4 weeks later, it got really popular, and people were using the same lash book I was using, and I was just like, nice. So saying that to say, I'm definitely very seasoned with the lash clusters. I have put my friends on, I've put people around me on, I've suggested them, they've liked them. So on the Amazon storefront, I got all the lash clusters there, got the nail stuff there for the kit. My nail, like, everything I have is like real time, right? Like, I have the nail light where it doesn't need to be plugged up. You charge it and it's wireless. You just turn it on. You can use it for your feet. You can use it for your nails. That's something good. I have actual press-ons, various press-ons that are thick. They're not like super flimsy. They're actually thick and smell like they're kind of acrylic. I have good top coats. I have good nail decor and art. I have everything for nails. So that's on the Amazon storefront. Obviously, self-care, face stuff. Now, the micro needling was on Amazon. Dr. Pen was on Amazon, but I think it's some type of commercialing or like some kind of leasing that they can't have it on Amazon. So I got lucky when I snagged mine for me and my mom. But once I find the site that has the Dr. Pen, that's going to expedite the micro needling video. But I'm going to have like a whole micro needling storefront with the creams you can use, aftercare, before care, all of that stuff. So we have micro needling up there. Obviously, all of this, the contact paper, decor. I have so much decor. Yeah, I have everything you need. Shower stuff, shower shelves, cleaning stuff, like the electronic scrubber for your shower. I have everything in there. So my goal, as I wrap up this video, in my rebrand, is to really be a one-stop shop for people. I want people to be able to come on my page, and if whatever they need, I most likely have it there, or like I have something that's going to lead them to where they want to go. If they're thinking about going to a place, I have suggestions. And that's why also I can't wait for next year to do more like in-depth reviews of like food places. So like I could take us out and show you guys Miami spots, like hidden gems. There's so much I want to do, which is why value your time in the sense of you're selfish with it. A lot of people confuse being selfish and selfless, because so many people who are narcissists and really don't care about other people and just care for their own benefit say, oh, I'm just selfish. No, when you are selfish, that's how you can truly be selfless. You need to care for yourself. You need to pour into yourself. You need to do for yourself. Therefore, you can do for others and be selfless. And this past semester has just really made me excited to have my time back, excited to be able to really do these things I want to do. Like I live in Miami. There's so many things I love. There's so many things that I want to show you guys, so many things that I want to vlog. So I'm so excited for that. But everything's being checked off. We got the beauty stuff coming back. We're having the fashion stuff coming back. Literally, Shopakera is like one of my favorite stores. That's in Miami Beach. Their clearance section's crazy. The store is insane. So one day I'll probably do like a big, now that's big girl money. I ain't saying Shopakera's cheap, but there's some brands that like I actually want to buy from them and do hauls from. I'm also still going to reach out to companies and just like get my footing back. But the most important thing that is happening is I will be starting a new Instagram because I am shadow banned. A lot of people were not believing me when I was saying I was shadow banned, but if you literally look up my Instagram on the internet, it says my account is restricted and you have to be 18 plus to view this account. People don't see my posts. Like, I had a girl comment under my post, like, why did I see this 2 weeks later? I still have people like commenting under my post, and I posted like 2 weeks ago. Like, it's gonna be really hard for me to start a new Instagram because that's really my baby, and it shows so much growth. It shows me from when I was doing the battle of the D'Asias, just like my first makeup video. Yeah, girl. So it's gonna be a little hard, but I've been doing my stuff on the back end to just get this set up to just be a seamless transition. And they're still fighting with me right now because I've been trying to make the new Instagram. Literally, my freaking Instagram right now has freaking 4 E's, looking childish AF. The brown Barbie. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that too. I'm gonna contact them tomorrow and see what they say, but I'm gonna still just like make the other one just so I still have like the handle and I have everything set up. But yeah, so that's not gonna be fun transitioning everything over, but I saved all the reels that like I really want to bring to the other page. I really wish there was just a way that I could just like hide my Instagram from everyone else, but I still have it because like, oh, it's just gonna break my heart to leave it. But at the same time, I know deep down inside, me being scared to let go of that Instagram is like subconscious. Girl, I know, and I don't have anything provocative on my page. Like, that's the saddest thing about it. I don't even have bikini pics. I don't have nothing on there, but whatever. But you know, me not wanting to make a new Instagram is also like me telling myself subconsciously like I'm not good enough. I won't be able to like, it won't be better than what it was before, which is like stupid because I obviously will, because people aren't actually gonna see your stuff now. But it's kind of a secrecy mindset kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna take the big leap, enter in the new year with that. So next week's gonna be a fun week for me. We got the laptop, we got the camera, maybe a phone, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. Oh, this is my outfit for work. It's super basic. Just literally all black. No need to show the bottoms because the pants are literally just my workout stuff in the corner. Just literally black. And then I think I should be able to wear this, but I think I'm gonna just bring another jacket in the car just in case my boss is like, yeah, it has to be all black. I don't think she would. It's Sunday, so. Ooh, and I have to go pee. Perfect timing, y'all. Like, I'm like, it's a little, it's not really my, oh, thanks for that. It's not really my work style. I don't want to wear another jacket though, so I'm gonna figure that out. But I probably actually won't wear this now, seeing it on, unless I just wear it open. But yeah, it was blessings and beautiful opportunity to spend this divine time with you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, please subscribe to Barbie Talks. Please follow me on Instagram if you didn't, because if there's some rhyme or reason that they're able to fix my Instagram, I won't make a new one. I don't know. I still feel like I will. I don't know. I really don't. But let me see if I could show y'all. I think my mirror is dirty, which is freaking ridiculous and it's childish. But yeah. See, you see what I mean? Like, this is actually a better view of the makeup because it was not giving that. So, yeah, this is how our hair is. And literally, see my phone, y'all? Need a new phone. But yeah, so we see the blush. Yeah, very natural. But thank you, girlie. So thank y'all for spending this divine time with me, and I will be back soon. It won't be too long. Maybe a new video sometime next week. If not, I'll see you guys next time I go to